Welcome back to another day on the Lorcana pixelborn client. Today we're featuring a deck created by RMB himself. RMB is a top 25 player on the pixelborn client and streams over on Twitch. I have included a link in the description down below so you can check him out. Today's deck is an Amber Emerald characters only deck, showcasing Mufasa Betrayed Leader. Mufasa is a fantastic anti-control character who gives board wipes and targeted removal real headaches. When Mufasa is finally banished, he lets you check the top of your deck, and if it's a character, you may play it free of cost, exerted onto the battlefield. And when you're in a position where any quest means you win, Mufasa all but seals the deal for your victory. With this deck, we do run a solid curve so our board can grow out of control quickly. As we don't play any actions or items, you will feel like you need to play a character each and every turn, and in most cases, that is pretty good. But when you know you're playing against control, you should think things over more carefully. Don't commit everything down just to get blown out of the water. Our 1-drops include both Stitch, New Dog, and the Queen, Regal Monarch, both of which can shift in this deck. Rockstar is great for an aggro lead on lore, and sometimes you can get card advantage out of him. But Queen, Commanding Presence, is extra strong with our Pain Underworld Imp and Pete, Bad Guy, as she will raise their strength high enough to allow them to quest for more lore. We can race, and we can race fast. We run 4 copies of Doc, Leader of the 7 Dwarves, and Panic, Underworld Imp as well. Doc can allow us to skip our 4-drops and go straight into our 5-drop characters, while Panic is a great follow-up to Pain, allowing Pain to either quest for 3 or potentially take out a threat. The 4-drops themselves are Hades, Lord of the Underworld, Rapunzel, gifted with healing, and Tinkerbell, most helpful. With Doc on turn 3, we actually like to skip playing these characters on turn 4. Hades needs some targets in the discard, which might be lacking this early in the game, and Rapunzel wants to heal a character, and we simply won't have that option most of the time, so waiting on them is great. Jumping into the 5-drops, we play 3 copies of Maximus, Palace Horse, and Pete, Bad Guy, while we run 4 copies of Mufasa, Betrayed Leader, the Queen, Commanding Presence, and Ray, Easygoing Firefly. Ramping into Maximus with Doc is a powerful play as Doc quests for 2. Maximus's support ability makes Pain quest for more, and you get to protect your characters all at the same time. Ray is perhaps my personal favorite character in this deck, for no real reason other than he's awesome. Just look at him. A 3-quester on an evasive body can really run away with a lot of games. The Queen and Pete work in conjunction, and Mufasa, well, we already know he's great. And finally, we're playing 4 copies of Stitch, Rockstar, and Genie on the Job. Having already talked about Stitch, let's look at Genie. A 6-drop, evasive, quest for 2, and a bounce ability? What's not to love about him? Oh, right. The unink ability can be problematic at times, so be sure to mulligan him away in the opening hand. And sometimes our opponents are running characters with enter or leave the battlefield triggers, so Genie can be quite situational at times. But that's the deck. Let's jump in and see if we can't win a few. Ruby Amethyst. And going second. Well then, it was fun playing with you, opponent. Congratulations on your victory. Perhaps I'll keep a Doc. I don't need 2 Stitchy boys. Keep the curve. 1, 2, 3. Whoa! Whoa! I have a shift? Who knows where this video's or this game is going in this video, but I have been unable to get a shift in hand all morning. Such a good combo. We'll see how much the opponent lets me do it. Probably not a lot. Wow, they're not playing anything to the board. Maybe. Should have quested. Missed my quest. We're down 1 lore. I was so excited. I'm like, I'm gonna have the shift Queen on Pain, and they're gonna quest for 5. Then I completely forgot to quest with the Queen. Alright, Fidget's a little annoying. If they're gonna be evasive though, I do got Tinkerbell. Oh, I like every card in my hand. Literally every one of them. What a good problem to have. Still, it's super annoying. I want them all. Ooh, my timer might go off. I had a coughing fit there. Still a little under the weather. Alright, just not gonna happen. I'm not gonna go the Stitch route. It's possible to set up Simba there. And then just quest with these two like normal. See if they do the trade. But next turn I should be able to do Queen and Simba. The issue is with Maleficent now. Effectively Fidget trades with Simba. Then they Fox bounce Maleficent. Take out my Queen. Well, let's make them do it. He'll attack for you. I'll attack for you. Quest and quest. Well, like I said, let's make them have it. So it'd be Fidget trades with Simba. And then quest with Maleficent. Bounce Maleficent with Fox. Take out the Queen in a trade. Thankfully it's a trade. Alright, step 1 complete. Step 2 complete. Step 3 complete. Alright, we're gonna do step 4? Step 4 complete. Wow, I knew exactly how my opponent's turn was going to go. It's funny how I just know exactly all my opponent's moves in most of my games on most of the turns. I have a very high predictable score, I would say. Well, let's maintain this lead, shall we? Mufasa's a tricky one. We don't want to put him in a position where he gets taken out by a Maui, so he's probably not questing on my next turn. We want him to be board wipe protection. And we are running 100% characters, so he's guaranteed to hit something. It's not guaranteed to be good. Opponent's looking for the answers. We're just gonna pass. Mufasa for board wipe protection. Right, because if we quest with Mufasa, they could just opt for a Maui right here. I think I'm okay with this. I don't currently have a way to boost Pain's attack. Nothing I'm particularly fond of. If I go back, I could play a Hades, get a Simba. I'm just committing a lot to a board for the board wipe. But I am protecting Mufasa from just being straight up attacked and then being hit with the board wipe. So I'm definitely doing this. And I think... Do I play Hades and get something back, or do I just commit a Tinkerbell to the board? I definitely put something down. So at the very least, they have to attack Doc. The Simba play's looking better and better. I think I'm playing Tinkerbell. Because this represents lethal. Not necessarily. I mean, Leader Tremaine obviously takes down Doc, so it's not lethal. But it's brutal. Don't forget to quest first, opponent. Like I did. Remember, we're technically at 16 here. Okay, seeing an attack makes me believe that we're not going to see the board wipe. Elsa, interesting. Okay. I would have thought they would have Elsa'd first. And then attacked with Lady Tremaine to get rid of the Mufasa. That actually would have been really good for them. They just don't know it. I think I'm just passing turn here. Gotta ink the Stitch, I think, actually. Funny enough. Now that I don't have the dock. If I got multiple Elsas, I'm in a lot of trouble. Try not to overcommit too much to this board. May return chosen character to their own player's hand. So I could bounce my own character back. So I could Genie, bounce Tink back. But again, if it's a multiple Elsa deal, we're just in a ton of trouble. I think I just need to go wide. See, I can't get Doc out, so let's get Simba out. Not Bodyguard. Mufasa is just like this weird board control defense. What's weird is it's like, I think you have to like read your opponent. Is this the kind of opponent that's just going to pull the trigger on Mufasa just to get it work through as quickly as possible? Or is it somebody who's going to play around it every single turn like this opponent is? Because if that's the case, then you just go wide and take him out. Finally going after the Mufasa. Now we're going to see the board wipe. Let's put him in normal mode, shall we? Doesn't matter. He always gets put down tapped. Thanks to Mufasa. Okay. It's not a board wipe. Alright, so now I quest for 4 and everything's just lethal. So I have to take out my board. That's fine. Fox doesn't take out anything. Alright, can't play it all. Alright, Hades trades for something. If something has to trade, it's going to trade with Maui, right? And then Fox can freely be the one that takes down Simba. Lady Tremaine quests for 2. So if I play another Simba, those are the only valid targets. And then these are the 2 that would be tapped. If I bounce Fox, then Lady Tremaine has to come off the board too. Every card I draw is a character. So let's build up my ink. Alright, 2 evasive threats. So those are the guys that are going to get hit with the Elsa. It doesn't matter who wants to do the attacking. Something trades with Simba, something trades with Hades. That's how the opponent stays in the game. Or they board wipe. Like I said, every card I draw is a character, and I'm in a position where you kill what I play or you lose the game. So trade no matter what. Doesn't matter who you want to attack with. Mufasa, not bad. That's board wipe protection. Is that game? That's board wipe protection right there, baby. Mufasa off the top. That's going to be really difficult for the opponent to get around. They need a way to tap it so Elsa can attack it and then also still have enough to board wipe. Well, they just don't have the ink. Yeah, baby. Steel Song. Here we go. Getting a pretty decent swath of colored decks today. That's nice. Alright, well, I got all of the little Stitches, none of the rock stars, and the big queen for some reason. Telling you, I'm just going to struggle with this all day. Let's see. There's really not very many evasive characters, if at all, in those colors, yet somehow I feel like I'm going to play against evasive. And now I got the little queens. I don't know what it is! I did get a big queen. Thank you, deck. Now it's going to take forever to get the combo out with Pete. So turn 2's Shift, turn 3's Doc, turn 4's Pete. See how quickly my opponent can start dealing with my board. Oh, crap. Of course I got you, didn't I? You're making my ink selections difficult, deck. Fast turn. Ooh, they whiffed. I'll take that. Oh, Ray's good too. Crap on a cracker. Ray's not the plan. Oh, I love you, Ray. I'm sorry. It's probably my favorite card in this deck. I'm sorry, Ray. Well, that sucks. Big Tinkerbell and swords. There goes my board. If that's what they got, if they have a big Tinkerbell and swords, that's the game. Okay, they don't have it. Okay, that slows me down. Well, this game went all to hell just real fast. Oh, no free songs for you. It's just not a good move. Trading my queen here. Got lucky with them whiffing, but this board, the cards in my hand. I mean, there's only 11 uninkables, and every game I've struggled with having uninkables in hand. Every single game. It's just a bad luck day. Alright, opponent's down to 1 card though. Can we recover? Well, they drew removal, of course. And that's the they drew it. Okay, going for 2 damage. They're effectively cycling the card. And they got a swords. Oh, come on! Where's my inkables, baby? 11 uninkables in the deck, and I just need 1 inkable so I can play Genie and take command of this game, and I drew Hades. Forever uninkable. It's a shirt. I'm gonna make it. It's gonna be a thing. Ray's really good, but I think it's time to get rid of this Tinkerbell so they stop cycling. And I will quest. I anticipate Benja will quest, though they may do the trade. I'm happy with the trade. In fact, I'm so happy for a trade that I'll do the trade myself. Come on down, Ray. I just love you. That's right, Ray made a comeback. From the inkwell to the battlefield. Ray. Unstoppable Firefly. I mean, except for like several cards that do stop it. Not counting those, of course. Alright, let's get rid of the Tinkerbell. Pass the turn. Alright, feeling pretty good. No, don't you dare smash my Ray. No! Ray! I will avenge thee. Well, now I'm getting all the evasives. So this is great. Two turns away from victory. You got another smash for me? You got a whole new world? They need something. Oh, they gave up a sword. It's interesting. Ah, okay, it makes sense. I mean, now they draw their second swords and they're like, crap. I'm giving away a booster box at the end of the month. Well, technically the first of the month, February 4th. Giving this guy away. All you gotta do is be a subscriber and a member of the Discord. Make sure you select the Lorcana tag. Your name will turn green. That way you'll be in the raffle for that. But I'm also doing the Patreon private raffle for $25 a month. Prizes are a lot bigger, a lot more grand. You should be seeing them across the screen right now. A whole bunch of stuff. I got a really cool little store filled with a bunch of cool Disney things. So the prizes are going to change every single month. But what I'd really like to do is keep some things going, such as the booster box. That seems like a really cool one. Maybe multiple booster box for the private raffle. Depending on how many we get for that, the bigger and grander the prize is going to be. The grand prize, February 4th, will be the Enchanted Tinkerbell. This is a gorgeous card, which we pulled on the channel recently, so you guys saw this come fresh out of a pack. Super cool card. That is the grand prize. Special note, if you join the day of the raffle, you will not be counted. That's largely to stop scammers and stuff. So yeah, let's jump back into the games. Okay, the coveted colors. Going second. Yeah, screw everything in this hand. 4 or more? Are you kidding me? Man, today has not been my day. There's been several games I've definitely cut out of the video just because it's Saturday and I have an extra hour, which is nice. But it has been an awful morning for uninkables and expensive cards. Okay, don't need two stitchy boys. I'd definitely ink the panic if I could. The Prince. Okay. That's a fine card. Who am I inking? Probably the Queen here. It's a long ways away. Doesn't do what I want exactly. And it's gonna ramp. They can still ink. Fire the cannons on Stitch. Okay. Perfectly okay with that. I think we're going to go into dock and ramp into Mufasa before Ray. I love Ray. Get rid of the Rockstar. Let my opponent feel validated for a moment. Pass the turn. There's the ramp they're looking for. Opponent's very focused on their ramp right now. Captain Hook. I have a feeling we're going to get a cannons on Simba. Captain Hook takes down Doc. I think that's fine. We're still going to go for Mufasa here. And let's make him have it. Aurora. Show me what you got. Surely you got the fire of the cannons, right? Surely you have it. Okay, sure. That's fine with me. If that's the case, I think we're going to postpone. And we're going to go right into Maximus. Maximus! Yeah, now I got 2 bodyguards, and one of them's a lot bigger than the other. You gonna see a shift Aurora? I don't target your stuff except with Genie. So your ward doesn't mean anything to me. Like 96% of the time, your ward doesn't mean squat to me. They develop big Aurora, even though it... I mean, it's a 3-5 that quests for 2, but that's all it is. against this specific deck. Alright, now I quest for 6, develop Ray. This game is about to become impossible for the opponent. Pass turn. Easy W against Sapphire Steel. Though this is definitely not the Sapphire Steel that we're used to seeing. It's definitely some kind of a new take on it. Do you got it? Do you have another swords? You do! Good for you, opponent. Top deck a Stitch. Oh, it's a Ray! I love you, Ray! I love you, Ray! Yeah, they can defeat Maximus here, but come on, they're not gonna beat Ray. And then we're gonna go for another Maximus just because it's got a big butt. I won't even go bodyguard, just no attacks, no songs. Freaking Ray, man, I love you. Love you, Ray. Telling you, it's a face that everyone can love, not just a mother. I don't even know what Ray's from. I have no idea what movie this is from. But I love him. Good job, Tony. Steel Amethyst. Yay, going first. Can I get a shift? For some reason, I feel like I have days where shifting is so easy, and then I have days like today where I cannot find my shift targets in the same hand. Let's see. You guys are just so far away and you're uninkable. Can I get the shift? Can today be one of those days? Oh, wrong shift guy. Alright, I do have a turn 4 Ray, which is nice. Gave up all those panics and drew a pain. That's fantastic. I love when that happens to me. Everyone knows if I ink the queen, I will draw little queen. That is just a fact of the game. We're going to be skipping turn 4, so I'm going to get rid of Tinkerbell. Steel Tinkerbell. That's one down. Easy. Not my problem. Olaf? Okay. Man, their turns take forever, I tell ya. You're lucky I edit. Ooh, drew a panic. So pain is actually pretty good. It's happening. Here goes the queen, so we're pretty much guaranteed to draw a little queen next turn, which is fantastic because I want the ink. Let's see. They're not going to have a rush character. Feel fine questing. Now, we're probably not going to use panic right away. Instead, I'm still going to set up Doc and get into a Ray. And then from there, we'll jump into Mufasa. And depending on where the opponent's board is, we may squeeze in the panic for the extra pain attack. At least that's where I read this deck. That's the fun part with playing a new deck each and every day, is I have to learn the deck the same day. So sometimes these losses that you guys see in my videos are my first or second game I've played where I'm still trying to learn how the deck works. In fact, when I think about it, a good chunk of my videos, at least one of the games lost is the first game I played with it, because I'm learning the deck. Not all of them, but it does happen for a good chunk. That's gross, Rapunzel. Why? Why are you the inkable? Man, I don't know what else you'd be. Perhaps you would have just been another card that I didn't want to ink. But I always feel like every other card I really want to keep, and you're the one I want to ink. You're the card I want to get rid of. It's Rapunzel. Pass turn. Okay, finally. It only took half their allotted time. Alright, we're gonna see a rush? What's the point of getting the 1 damage in? Better make up your mind quickly, opponent. You took the whole turn thinking about it, and now you don't have a chance. Sorry, opponent. Alright, now you've missed your ink drop, refused to play your cards, and spent your entire turn doing nothing. What will you do now? And, okay. They spent 3 minutes doing nothing. This game's gonna get edited down to like a 2-minute game. Okay. Emerald Ruby. Probably an evasive deck. Just looking at the colors. That's my first thought. Evasive. Okay, so I need a good curve. I mean, I do have Stitch, Pain, Panic. It's not bad. Into Tinkerbell, into Genie. Mufasa. Let's get rid of the high-end uninkables, though. Okay. Wrong shift target, so that's probably my ink. But thanks to Doc, I can skip from turn 3 to straight to turn 5, so I can skip over Tinkerbell. But if they are evasive, I'm going to want Tinkerbell. That's an evasive character. Okay, let's see. Queen might be actually really good against evasive. Combined with Tinkerbell, it's so slow. I mean, my turn 3 is looking like a Doc and not a Pain. Alright, I think that's how it's looking. And I said Pain, I meant Panic. Alright, I got several cards that I'm willing to discard to Flynn. So that is okay. Start by questing. I don't want to be out of the game. So I think Stitch is definitely attacking the Flynn Rider. Oh, this is tough. This is tough. Because Mufasa's the heart of the deck, right? But he's probably not that... Oh, it's tough. Opponent might have the board wipe. Opponent might have the board wipe in their deck. You don't need to do bodyguard. That's fine. This is the turn where the evasives start coming down. And there's the first one. Ooh, Rockstar. But that's next turn. Alright, we're going to start here. I'm going to discard the Hades. Keep in Pain for another potential pump on the Tinkerbell. Ooh, that's tough. Because now I have to ink the Stitch to keep the 3 cards. Ooh, that's rough. Panic not being inkable is just absolutely atrocious. Tank will be able to do some combat. Yeah, they're widely evasive, so I really need to do it. Have to go Tinkerbell here. What's the alternative? I race? They're going for 5 right now. I'm going for... I'd be going for 6. But they're ahead of me. I mean, this Tinkerbell's worth both their characters with the Panic. I got another evasive up. Can only hit it for 1. Can't get 2 attacks in. But it does buy me a turn. Okay, buys me a turn, which means Panic can come down, Tinkerbell takes out Pongo. And then, whether or not I attack or they attack, it's a trade with the Minnie Mouse. They're not going to attack, though. They just care about racing. Wouldn't mind another Tinkerbell off the top, though. Looks like opponent's going to have some kind of removal. That's going to be a nail in our coffin. Not removal, but definitely a problem. Hey, a Tinkerbell off the top. That's what I'm talking about. But I can't play both. Need to be able to play both. Oh, it's so tough because I can't play everything. If I could play all my cards, not a problem. Their board is easy. This isn't good. I'm gonna set up a Rockstar. He'll quest this turn, and next turn he'll have the evasive. I don't know if it's gonna be good enough. It's not a race I'm winning, so I still have to nuke their board. Unfortunately, I'll only be able to take down one character. Oh, Ray, where were you? Yeah, I can only take down one evasive character, unfortunately. If only I could play both characters. If I could play both, we'd be fine. I just can't play both. I'm at 6 with Doc. That's just not enough. If I could play both, we'd be fine. Can I quest for more? I don't have a... If I had a pain on board, that would be fine. It's just going to be 1.2 shy. Oh, give the opponent the well played. There's no way out of this. Alright, sometimes my math is bad. They still got 3 on board, nothing I can do. I mean, I could have taken out the little Minnie Mouse here. I'd be down 3 points. I'd be at 13. They quest for 2. Maybe I could have had it. I might have had that. Gross. Gross. Double gross here. Ruby Amethyst, already super obnoxious. Go in second, just the worst. I'm gonna keep the Pain Panic combo. Simba for some protection. Okay. This hand is going all in on that. Let's see if opponent will let me even get a chance to do it. Olaf, Minnie Mouse. There's a 50-50. Oh, I have a turn 1 play. I mean, I think I do it. I'll let them get some use out of their teeth and ambitions. Why not? 2 free damage on the Minnie Mouse. And if they don't, then I get a quest. Cool, cool, cool. It's better than them playing another character. Yeah, way better than them playing another character. Funny enough, that's exactly what I wanted them to do. Is there a thanks? There is. Thanks. Of course, it always happens. It always happens. You never have the two together, and as soon as one of them's gone, you top deck the other one. I don't know if Simba's gonna stick around. We're probably gonna see a fox. If the fox comes out now, it's just too late. Problem is, Rapunzel doesn't heal anything ever. Their characters, when they attack, they just remove my stuff. Opponent's going heavy on the evasive. Crap on a cracker. It's gonna be way too long before I get here. Now that's a card I could heal. Problem is, can I get to it? I think I'm likely inking both this and Rapunzel. Respect it, opponent! Respect it! Or don't. That's fine. Looking for Fox? Another evasive! Man, I really need to get this genie down. Hey, that's good. I'd rather have a Maximus here anyway. Not quite on lethal, but they don't know that I can't pump pain. So they may make an effort to get him off the field. Lady Tremaine. Let's see, if I get rid of a panic. Oh, it's all the same though, isn't it? It's all the same though. Thing is if I keep pain, Maximus only quests for one, so 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're getting rid of Maximus. This is at a very least to bait them into attacking the pain. And if they don't, we could technically top deck a panic and just win on the spot. Dang, dang. All those evasives. All those evasives, man. Couldn't do nothing about it. So far today, my Bane has been evasive. I just cannot deal with them. Like, look, I rushed hard to get to Genie, and it's just not fast enough. It's just not fast enough. Normally the thing there would be to bounce my own panic, but I just don't have the ink to replay it. I mean, if I was at 9 ink, that would have been the victory, but... yeah, I just cannot deal with these evasives, man. And there's a lot of evasive control in this deck, and I just still can't do it. It's brutal.